Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mike. Today I'm doing something a little different. Instead of me being the only one giving you my opinion, I decided that I'd conduct a little research by having AI do an online poll for me. I gathered some information from foreign men who have posted on social media by asking the question, is it really easier dating Filipinos in the Philippines as opposed to dating Western women? Now, before anyone gets upset, let me make something crystal clear. This isn't about saying that one group of women is actually better than the other. There are wonderful women and difficult women in every country. Every relationship is unique, every culture is different, and everyone's experiences are going to vary. But after reading hundreds of comments from expats, retirees, digital nomads, and travelers, I noticed several themes that kept coming up over and over again. So today, let's look at what many foreign men are actually saying and whether those perceptions match reality. And towards the end of this video, I'll give you my opinion on whether or not I think that dating is easier in the Philippines for foreign men. But before we get this video going, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Also, give this video a like and don't forget that bell notification. Then you'll be able to catch future videos. Okay, we're gonna get right into this. The first thing that I noticed was that most men didn't actually say dating Filipinas was easier. Instead, they said that it was different. That's an important distinction. Many explain that dating in Western countries often feels like an interview, an interrogation. There's pressure, there's competition, people are busy with careers, schedules rarely line up. Many have said that dating apps made everything even more complicated. Some described spending months trying to get a single date. Sometimes I think that a death row inmate has a better chance at convincing the parole board that he should be set free. Others talked about endless texting that never actually led to meeting. By comparison, many foreigners living in the Philippines felt conversations developed much more naturally. People seemed more willing to meet in person. Families often encouraged relationships rather than discouraged them. Several foreign men said that they felt that Filipinos simply were more approachable. Again, their experience, but not everyone's. The second topic that appeared repeatedly was traditional values. Many foreign men commented that they found Filipinos to be more family-oriented. They talked about respect for parents, close relationships with siblings, family gatherings every weekend, helping relatives, celebrating birthdays together. For many foreigners coming from countries where families may live thousands of miles apart, this felt refreshing. Some even said that they weren't dating one person, they were dating the entire family. Now, depending on your personality, that could be either wonderful or overwhelming. Another common response involved communication. Several men said that Filipinos often express appreciation more openly. Simple things like saying thank you, checking to see if you've eaten, sending a good morning message. While among far too many Western women, appreciation takes a backseat to disrespect, Filipinas are more likely to ask how your day is going. Many respondents appreciated those small gestures. However, others pointed out that communication can become complicated because of cultural differences. Indirect communication is common in the Philippines. Instead of saying no directly, some may avoid confrontation altogether. Foreigners unfamiliar with this sometimes misunderstand what's really being said. So easier? Not always, just different. Money was another subject that came up constantly. Let's be honest, whenever foreigners date overseas, money enters the conversation. Some men reported relationships where finances were never an issue. Others admitted they eventually became the family's emergency ATM. Medical bills, school tuition, broken motorcycles, house repairs, requests for loans. The list goes on and on. The stories vary dramatically. Many experienced long, loving relationships built entirely on trust. Others learned expensive lessons. The overwhelming advice from experienced expats was surprisingly consistent. Take your time. Don't rush. Get to know someone. Watch actions instead of words. Trust has to be earned on both sides. Language also came up frequently. The Philippines has one major advantage compared to many other countries in Asia: English. Because English is widely spoken, many foreigners found it easier to build friendships and relationships. Misunderstandings still happen. Accents differ, expressions differ. Humor doesn't always translate. But compared to countries where almost no English is spoken, communication tends to be much easier. That alone removes one major obstacle from dating. Social media also creates unrealistic expectations. Some foreigners arrive believing every Filipino wants to date a foreigner. That simply isn't true. Many Filipinos prefer dating Philippine men. Others have no interest in foreigners whatsoever. Some prioritize careers, others prioritize education. Others simply aren't looking for relationships. Just like anywhere else, social media often amplifies success stories while quietly ignoring failed relationships. For every happy couple posting vacation photos, there are many unsuccessful relationships nobody ever talks about. Several men also mentioned that Filipino culture often places a strong emphasis on kindness and hospitality. Visitors frequently comment on how welcome they feel. Neighbors introduce themselves. Families invite guests to meals. Communities often know one another. That welcoming atmosphere sometimes carries over into dating. But remember, hospitality is part of the culture. It shouldn't automatically be mistaken for romantic interest. That's an important difference many newcomers eventually learn. One of the most repeated pieces of advice from long-term expats was surprisingly simple. Don't come to the Philippines because you're running away from dating problems back home. Come because you genuinely appreciate the country, you enjoy the culture, and you respect the people. Learn some Filipino words, learn local customs, and build friendships first. If a relationship develops naturally, then great. If not, you'll still have enjoyed your experience. Changing countries doesn't automatically solve relationship problems. Healthy relationships still require honesty, communication, patience, and mutual respect. Perhaps the most balanced comment I read came from someone who had lived in both the United States and the Philippines for over 15 years. He wrote something like this: "It's not difficult finding Filipinas to date me. What is difficult is finding someone whose values match mine." I thought that was an incredibly thoughtful observation. Sometimes we mistake compatibility for convenience. They're not always the same thing. Finding someone who shares your outlook on family, loyalty, communication, or lifestyle can make any relationship feel easier, no matter where you are. So is dating Filipinas really easier than dating Western women? Based on the responses I read, there wasn't a unanimous answer. Many said yes, many said no. Most said it depends. It depends on your expectations. It depends on your personality. It depends on your maturity. It depends on the individual woman. And perhaps most importantly, it depends on whether both people are entering the relationship for the right reasons. So what has my experience been dating Filipinos? Have I found it easier? Well, it's definitely been easier to approach Filipinos. And more younger Filipinos are open to dating older men. Cultural differences take getting used to, and in that respect, dating is harder. And what's becoming more like the US is how busy some Filipinos are. They're busy with careers or school, and they don't view foreigners as that grand prize as much as they once did. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. If you're a foreigner living here in the Philippines, have you found dating easier, harder, or about the same as it was in your home country? Be sure to leave me a comment. Thanks so much for watching. God bless, peace out, and I hope to catch you in the next video.